morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Get your coffee. Let's get into our morning manna. We're going to pick up right where we left off in James chapter 4. We wrapped up 4 through 6 on Friday. We're going to get right into 7, and we're going to go through 10. It says this: Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning and your joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. Now, right before that, at the end of verse 6, James says God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. So this is kind of an add-on to that. And what he's trying to do is convince the people that he's speaking to. And again, James is addressing the Jewish believers. We believe that that's what this is intended to be. And he's saying there's so much pride amongst you. And if you don't submit yourselves, if you don't humble yourselves before God, you're going to miss out on the value of the grace that God has for you. So he says, submit yourselves then. And then he tags on right at the end of that. He says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Now, that to me is what I want to focus on here, because we are confronted with the option of sin all the time. We are dealing with temptation on a regular basis. You cannot watch television. You cannot listen to the radio. You can hardly walk outside your door and not be tempted by some form of sin. And so what happens, and what James is saying, is that, when you guys are tempted, you seem to be kind of giving in and giving in and giving in. And he's saying, and that's why it's so hard. And that's why you're full of all this pride, because you feel like you're getting away with something. Like, the good that you should be doing, you're not doing it. And the wrong that you shouldn't be doing, and you are doing it. And yet there's no consequence. And he's saying, well, there is a consequence. He's saying you're going to miss out on the grace of God. But when he says, resist the devil and the devil will flee, I think that's a wonderful teaching point. What he's saying is that the more we resist temptation, the easier it gets to resist temptation. And I think there's truth to that in life, that when we get into the habit of doing something, we get better at it. It fits with our character. I say it all the time. We are creatures of increasing measure. We are getting better at something. So are you getting better at giving into temptation, or are you getting better at resisting temptation? And that's your devotion for today. When you face temptation, not if, when, because you will be tempted. You will. And remember, it is not God that tempts you. It is the devil. So when you deal with temptation, choose not to give into it. Resist it. And it will become easier and easier with each passing time. Guys, as always, remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can be made aware every time we put out a new video. And go bless somebody else today, expecting nothing in return. Watch what happens in your life. We'll see you.